Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. If you're new to my channel, my name's Sophie and well, I would love it if you hit that big red subscribe button down below. So this video is going to be a productive Monday in lockdown with me. Well, I hope it's going to be productive anyway. I have kind of worked out a little plan of what I want to do today. I worked it out last night, so let's hope I stick to it. It's currently just coming up to 9 o'clock, so I'm a bit behind because I had expected I would have already gone out for my run and I'm only just getting ready to leave for my run, so that's not great. I've somehow managed to lose basically an hour just having breakfast and getting ready to go out for a run. Don't know how, probably because I just spend so long in the morning sipping my mug of tea whilst watching BBC Breakfast. So I've been trying to go out for at least one run a week, been aiming at more like 2 runs, but last week I found I didn't go out for a run at all, which is bad. So yeah, I think I'm just going to do like 3k today because I didn't do a run at all last week, and then on days when I don't go out for a run, I've been trying to do a workout from home, but I only did that once last week, so last week wasn't very productive. But today is Monday, it's a new week, we can start afresh, and yeah, I need to exercise because, you know, usually I would be walking a lot because I don't drive, so I'd be walking to and from places, so I wouldn't necessarily like put so much pressure on myself to go out for runs or do other forms of exercise because I knew I would exercise a lot just from walking to and from places anyway. Plus when I was in Bangor, sometimes I would go hiking, so that, you know, that was a good piece of exercise there. But yeah, now that I can't do that, I think it's good to do a workout from home or go out for a run every so often just to get some fresh out air, get a change of scenery, and just like, yeah, keep your body moving. But yeah, despite the fact that we can go out for a run every day, I haven't been doing that because obviously, although I don't come into contact with many people really on my run, it does worry my mum every time I leave the house to go for a run, so I've just been staying at home a bit. Also, some days I just don't feel like putting on running gear and leaving the house super early in the morning. But anyway, I'm gonna go out for my run now and stop rambling on because my memory card is probably gonna run out of space again in a minute anyway, so I'll see you later. Hello, I am now back from my run and I've showered and gotten ready. My hair's still a bit too wet. I never fully dry it, which is probably quite bad, but I always end up getting like really hot and then end up just like stopping because I can't bear the heat of drying my hair for so long, and because my hair is really long, it takes a long time to dry. It's also really thick as well, so that doesn't help. But I'm gonna sit out in the garden and do some work pretty soon, so hopefully it will dry a bit better out in the garden. I did my 3k run. Proud of myself for running 3k, only stopping twice, one of which was to take a video of a heron that I saw. I named him Barney. He's there all the time. I think it's the same heron, it seems to be, because there's always just like one there. So named him Barney like a few years ago I think. Maybe it's not the same heron. Every time I see a heron I call it Barney, if it's a heron that I see at that park anyway. It's currently about 11ish, just gone 11, so I'm a bit further behind than I wanted to be really, but yeah, I got back from my run about like 10:45ish, 9:30, but the bathroom wasn't free, so that's just a thing now that I need to get used to, being at home, that I can't just jump in the shower when I want to, so that means sometimes I end up getting on with the rest of the stuff I want to do during the day a bit later because I don't feel motivated to really do any uni work or do anything until I've gotten showered, dried my hair and got ready and stuff. So it just means sometimes I end up starting a little bit later, but then I just finish a little bit later, so it all works out in the end, I guess. But yeah, I'm gonna go sit out in the garden and do some work now. I've also got a few emails that I need to send, so I'm gonna go do that now. So it is about 12 now, and I'm only just finally starting the task that I had hoped to do, hoped to start at 11. So it's not going great, but yeah, stuff comes up sometimes, and I planned my day out the night before. Yeah, I've started writing out a timetable for myself the night before. I did try to-do lists, which you may have seen I tried in my weekly vlog, and they didn't work for me. I think the problem is that I was putting too much on my to-do list for me to do, and then getting annoyed that I weren't doing it all, so then would just forget to check the to-do list for the following day because they weren't working. Whereas I'm trying out this timetable thing now. We'll see how it works. Like, when I work out a timetable for myself, I'm setting myself a certain amount of time to do a task, so I'm thinking more realistically about what I can actually do in a day, and I am, you know, allowing time for breaks as well, because I know that I'm gonna need breaks and I can't concentrate for so long, and that it's important to take breaks. My dad's staring out the window at me whilst I film a vlog. Oh, ignore the washing line in the background, by the way. Yeah, got to do laundry. It's just how it is. So yeah, I'm finally starting on this task that I wanted to start at 11. I've wrote my student number in the header and wrote the title, so it's going well. That's a good start. So yeah, I'm just cracking on with a translation assignment here, and I continued to work on that until my mum told me that she had cooked me some pizza, so I stopped and ate that for lunch. I do usually make my own lunch. I swear I am 22. It just so happens that on this occasion lunch had already been made for me. So I should probably get back to work now, but I've got a cup of tea to help me get on with my work now, and a little bowl of 4 biscuits, because apparently 2 slices of pizza isn't enough for me. But if I didn't eat these biscuits now, I would only probably snack later on biscuits or chocolate anyway, so may as well just eat them now. So I've finally finished that task that I was doing. Took me a bit longer than expected, and I was already behind on the schedule, so not the greatest, but it's okay. I still haven't like completely finished that assignment. Like, I need to proofread it at some point, but I like to come back to things at a later date when I have more of a fresh mind to do that, which is why I always like to try and work on things a bit early. But yeah, finished that task, managed to make a quick trip to the fridge as well, and found some cheeky Cola Zero by Sainsbury's in there, and there's not very much left at the bottom of the bottle, so I'm like, well, I may as well take that and just drink it from the bottle. And yeah, I'm gonna do some vocab learning on Memorize for Spanish, because I'm going to focus on Spanish now for the rest of the day. Like, all of my assignments and stuff I've got to do at the moment, they're all in German. Like, my dissertation's in German, and then I've basically just got 3 reset assignments to do because I couldn't go to Germany and do my Erasmus semester. So technically I failed my Erasmus semester, so I have to do like 3 reset assignments for that. So the only set work I have to work on is in German, but obviously I don't want to forget my Spanish and my French. I still want to keep those languages up because, you know, I am still studying them at university, and I'm going to have to sit exams in Spanish and French at some point and write assignments in Spanish and French and stuff, so yeah. So anyway, I've got this course on Memorize that I'm going to start learning. I'll show you which one it is. it's this one here. Oh, my screen is really dull, but yeah, if you can see, it's an AQA A-level Spanish one, which I started working on last year at uni and then forgot about, so I've already done some of the lessons, so maybe I can like review some of those as well, just to remind myself of some of that vocab. But yeah, I know I'm not doing A-level Spanish, I'm actually studying Spanish at university, but I never actually did an A-level in Spanish. I did an AS level, not an A-level, so there is a lot of like Spanish vocab, useful Spanish vocab that people learn at A-level, which is useful for, you know, university Spanish learning as well. So it can't hurt, like, seeing as I don't have any set work at the moment, it's not like I'm working through stuff and learning new vocab whilst working through stuff and adding stuff to my vocabulary book constantly. Like, the only stuff I'm adding to my vocab book is just like stuff from shows that I've watched and shows that I've watched in like when I'm reading in Spanish and stuff. But it can't hurt to just do a little bit of like one of these courses on Memrise every so often, just to learn like some random vocab. So yeah, I'm gonna do that. Have this Coke Zero, and I'm gonna aim to spend about half an hour just on Memrise learning vocab, and then I think I'm going to read for about an hour. Maybe a bit longer, because I don't like stopping halfway through a chapter, but I'm going to try and read some more of Los Ritos del Agua, because I still haven't finished that book. I barely ever read it, because I only read it when I'm on days where I'm trying to focus on Spanish, and Sundays have been my day to relax recently. I just haven't done anything at all on a Sunday, even though at university I would still usually do work on a Sunday, some work. But yeah, the only work I really do on a Sunday now, if any, is just watching shows in a foreign language, so it's still like really relaxing, and it's just kind of more like passive learning. Sorry if you can hear my mum talking about apples. We just got a Sainsbury's delivery, so she's talking about the food that we got. I'm just reading some of that book that I said I would. The book is in Spanish, so technically I think that kind of counts as work and counts as me being productive. So it's been a while since I last updated you all. It's currently about 7:30 in the evening. I did read for like just over an hour. I read 3 chapters, so I'm quite happy with that. The chapters are quite small, but because it is in Spanish and I'm a slow reader anyway, like it takes me a while because I have to spend more time thinking obviously about what's being said. There's no point just reading it all really quickly and not taking any of it in, because otherwise I wouldn't learn anything from it, and also I would just be completely lost as to what is going on in the story and I wouldn't feel motivated to continue reading. And then after I finished reading, the Wi-Fi went down, which was great because what I wanted to do next involved me using the Wi-Fi on my laptop. So I ended up just watching The Simpsons for half an hour because it was on the telly anyway, and I couldn't use my laptop. My phone was running super low on charge, so I was like, just watch The Simpsons. And then I cooked dinner, and now it's like not 20 to 8, it's like 10 to 8. So yeah, the time has gone so fast. I feel like I've done nothing in the last few hours, except I made and ate dinner. I had pasta, by the way, if you're interested, with Linda McCartney sausages. They're my favourite veggie sausages, at least the best ones I've tried. Recommend them. So what I'd actually planned to do right now after dinner was play Animal Crossing for a bit. Yes, it may seem sad, I put a section on my timetable for myself to play Animal Crossing, but I did say I was allowing myself breaks, and my Nook's Cranny store is just upgraded. It was shut yesterday. I couldn't sell any of my stuff, any of those bugs that I caught or fossils that I found. So yeah, I kind of need to go sell all that stuff. Well, I don't kind of need to go and sell all that stuff, but I want to check out the new shop. I'm going to do a bit more Spanish work, I think, because obviously I didn't get to do what I wanted to do earlier and then play Animal Crossing afterwards. I just did a Spanish irregular subjunctive verb conjugation quiz on Spanish DIT for a bit to remind myself of that, and then I played Animal Crossing, which you can see I actually played in French because then I can learn new vocab whilst playing and convince myself that I'm doing work whilst I'm actually relaxing. And then I finally watched the last episode of part 4 of La Casa del Papel. It was so good, and I classed that as doing work as well because it was in Spanish, so I was learning. Then I watched some YouTube until I got tired and went to bed and forgot to end the vlog, so I'm ending it here. Make sure to subscribe, see more videos from me, and give this video a thumbs up if you liked it. Bye!